Good Wednesday evening. Meteorologist Jordan Young with you. A winter storm is expected to impact the Carolinas, and yes, accumulating snow is possible. Right now, my current forecast shows for the highest accumulations to be in the mountains, 3 to 6 inches. As you move out into the neighboring foothills, around 2 to 4 inches. And then as you move into the Catawba Valley and the Triad, around an inch to 3 inches. And they're just kind of along I 85 and north, around a dusting to possibly up to 2 inches of snow will be possible with this setup. So, what is going on? At the upper levels of the atmosphere, here is our piece of energy that's currently back over Texas. As we advance the time frame through the day on Thursday, you can see that this area of low pressure really closes off. This vorticity has shut itself off from the main flow. This is now an upper level low. This is what's going to be key to being able to provide us with snow in this setup. What happens is there is no high pressure to the north. So therefore, this system's going to have to generate its own cold air. This area of low pressure is literally a pocket of very, very, very cold air, which will help to overcome some of the marginal temperatures at the ground level. The low, the actual surface low, tracks well to our south, which is perfect for us to receive snow. As that low tracks to the south and hits the Carolina coast, it will help to strengthen the upper level low, which will help to bring in some additional precipitation to the Carolinas. You can see that here on the short range forecast map from the National Weather Service. As we move into Friday and Friday morning, you can see that snow really ramping up across many areas from the mountains to the foothills, Triad, Western Piedmont, Catawba Valley. As you get towards the Charlotte metro and even Raleigh, it's going to be kind of that wintry mix of some snow, some rain, maybe even a little bit of sleet mixed in, but this is really going to be just one of those snow or rain setups just because of the amount of cold air that is expected to be aloft. The GFS computer model shows this nicely. You're looking at Thursday evening, and as we push forward to around midnight on Friday, you're starting to see some of that moisture move in, and it's expected to be snowing in the mountains. As you move out in the Catawba Valley and the Charlotte Metro, may start out as a little bit of rain, but as that low pressure transitions to the coast, as you can see, that's expected on Friday morning. We're expecting that upper level low to be providing some additional precipitation behind this parent surface low. And what you can see is there is some issues with temperatures. This is in the Hickory area, and you can see temperatures at the surface around 32, 33 degrees, but as you move up into the atmosphere, it's plenty cold enough for it to snow. As you move over to the Winston-Salem area, you can see the temperatures around 33, 34. So once again, the temperatures are marginal in this situation. Now, the NAM computer model is a whole lot more juiced up with this upper level low. It has a stronger upper level low than the GFS does, and therefore it keeps the precipitation around a little bit longer and even a little bit heavier. That'll need to be something that's monitored, especially during the day tomorrow, as it might adjust some of our snow totals. But as is right now, the GFS currently has kind of my line of thinking with this system around 3 to 6 inches in the mountains with lower amounts as you get off the mountains into the foothills and on down into the Piedmont. The NAM, however, is a little bit more bullish, if you will, due to that stronger upper level low. So that's where you're seeing those higher totals. Right now, we're really leaning towards the GFS computer model, but we will continue to monitor the situation and kind of see what exactly happens with the upper level low. They are very difficult to forecast, and slight changes can cause issues in the forecast. The Weather Prediction Center has around an 80% chance of at least 1 inch of snow across many mountain locations, but that chance does start to fall off as you move east, mainly due to some issues with temperatures at the surface and just kind of some unknowns with the strength of the upper level low. So I'm going to pull back up again my accumulated snowfall forecast. And as stated before, mountain locations 3 to 6 inches. The lowest totals will be in the valleys, and some ridge tops could actually see isolated higher amounts of maybe even 7, 8, 9 inches of snow, like on top of Mount Mitchell or Mount Pisgah. As you move down towards the foothills, that's where we're getting into that 2 to 4 range. Just north of Morganton, right along that Morganton line, stretching up through Lenoir, up into Wilkesboro. That's kind of where I'm expecting that 2 to 4 inch zone to be. Catawba Valley, Shelby, Rutherfordton, as you move up towards Statesville, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, that's where I'm kind of expecting that 1 to 3 inches of snow. And as you move on towards the Raleigh, Durham area, Charlotte, that's where it's going to be that kind of wintry mix situation. So some areas might end up with a really wet 2 inches of snow, but most places I'm expecting around a dusting of snow. But I do think you will see some snow from this system. The biggest limiting factors is the fact that there's no high pressure to the north to provide that cooler air at the surface that we really need. But the flip side is we do have a lot of cold air aloft, so that will definitely be helping this situation. As we move into the afternoon hours on Friday, there could actually be some thunder snow due to some convective elements under that upper level low. Those areas could see isolated higher amounts as well, where those convective banding sets up. But just like a summertime thunderstorm, it's very difficult to determine where exactly that will occur. I'm continuing to monitor this forecast, and I will post additional updates as we move through the day tomorrow, so be sure to follow me on www.wxcarolina.com or on Facebook, WX Jordan. Thank you for listening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Young.